Welcome to the first Tech Challenge partner training video. Before we get started, allow us to thank you for making the first community a success. Together, we are inspiring young people to get involved in science and technology. Your efforts are having a direct impact on the lives of thousands of students across the country. This video will help you visualize what a typical first Tech Challenge regional event looks like. It's intended to be a supplement to the first Tech Challenge Affiliate Partners Guide. The written guide has all of the nitty details that you'll need in order to implement the program. This video's sole purpose is to act as a supplement to give you some visual cues as to how the flow of the day goes and what the game looks like when it's running. For this video, we decided to stage a small first regional event. It's a typical gymnasium that is done all over the country. Your circumstances are going to vary, your space is going to vary, and your staffing is going to vary. However, it does sort of show you what the standard first formula is, and you can see how the contest runs and watch to see what some of the key volunteers are doing during the day. Now remember, this is an 8-hour day that we've condensed down to about 30 minutes. So we didn't cover everything in detail, but we're hoping this will give you enough ideas and enough information that you'll be able to share this with your key volunteers, and so everybody sort of gets a feel about what's going to happen.
Let's take a couple of minutes and talk about how to select a venue for your FTC competition. We usually look for a place that has enough space for a play field, has adequate room for the pit area, and a place for the audience to sit. For us, it turns out that high school gymnasiums or even a large middle school gymnasium work fine for this purpose. A basketball court in a typical middle school gym is about 50 feet wide and about 84 feet long. One of the first things you'll need to think about is where to position the field. For our setup, the gymnasium had a split bleacher arrangement, so we chose to position the field in the center of one of the bleacher sections. The field is 12 foot by 12 foot on the outside. We left enough room between the bleachers and the field so that people could get by easily. Once you've positioned the field, you'll need to make allowances so that the driver stations for each alliance are accounted for. We use a 12 foot wide by 4 foot deep area for each alliance station. We also designate 2 areas as a clear zone. Each of the clear zones allows people to operate around the field without interfering with the alliances or with the spectators. Just behind the clear zone is where we've located our field control system station. This is where the FTA sits, and this is where the computer that runs the actual game is located. Just behind each alliance driver station, we've located a queuing table. The queuing table allows the teams that are up in the next match to come to the field and be ready to go as soon as possible. In our circumstance, we decided to put the pits in the same room as the competition. To make an interesting visual backdrop, we have set up a pipe and drape system all the way across the field. Pipe and drape can be rented from most rental stores and is not terribly expensive. An additional consideration is where to put your AV setup. A typical audiovisual setup has 3 main components: a microphone for making announcements and play-by-play of the game, an audio connection to the field control computer so that the game timer can be heard through the PA system, and a video projection system that usually displays the scores and the rankings and can also be used to show a live video feed of the action on the field. We elected to put up a 10-foot projection screen in the middle of the basketball court with the screen up against the pipe and drape. This allows the audience to see the large screen from the bleachers. We also elected to co-locate the scorekeeper's computer with the AV setup to make switching between a live video display and the current status and rankings a little bit easier. Our event also set up about 20 pit tables. A pit table is really just a 6 foot by 30 inch folding table. They are spaced approximately 8 feet apart. In our layout, we were able to fit 20 of them into our general pit area, which was behind the blue curtain. This is completely dependent on your own venue. An alternative is to move the pit area into an adjoining cafeteria or other large building if there's one available. We typically provide a single power connection to each table, although we do ask the teams to bring extension cords and power strips just in case. You'll also need to take into consideration the availability of electricity. Each table can use up to 1 amp of power for a laptop. If you attempt to put too many computers on one circuit, you may end up blowing a circuit breaker during the day. As you communicate with your teams, you should ensure that they're planning on bringing a laptop computer with a battery. Desktop computers are too large, draw too much power, and are susceptible to being unplugged. We don't recommend them. Experience tells us that we don't need a whole lot of chairs in the pit area. We usually try and put 1 or 2 at each table so that the person who's running the computer and doing the programming can do so from a seated position.
Yep, I just need those and names on the little squares for the gift card drawing.
As the teams arrive at your event, they should send 1 adult representative to the pit admin desk to finish the registration process. You're expecting the teams to give you 1 signed consent form for each member of their team. This is a great opportunity to provide each team a packet of information that could include a schedule for the day, instructions on where to park or where to find food, and any other general information they'll need to participate in your event. A critical point is that all the teams need to find out when their first judge interview begins, as these are usually done first thing in the morning. One of the first tasks for the teams in the morning is to pass robot inspection. Teams will line up at the robot inspection table. Lines can get pretty long, so you'll want to have at least a couple of robot inspectors. Each robot is checked to ensure it fits into a sizing box and has followed the basic dimension rules. Another inspector then works through a checklist to ensure that the robot follows all of the game rules. Working through the checklist, the inspector's goal is to help the team pass inspection and get out on the field ready to play.
We're going to size your robot. So what we need to do is we need to put your robot inside this box. Now, it doesn't look like it's easy to put the box over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide it in from the side. So if you could slide it in from the side for me. Okay. Into the box of doom it goes. You're good. Okay. Okay. So you had to put an awful lot of arms up to get it into the box. Are those arms going to stay up?
They stay up on the
Can you pull it out and show me that the arms stay up? And I would like to point out that your robot barely fits in the box. Okay, so it fits in the box, so I'm going to pass you down here, and he's going to conduct the rest of the inspection. Okay, can I get the next? Here we go. Okay.
Did you guys use all Lego parts on this?
No, we use some of our own metal and plastic parts.
Okay. Okay, well, you guys passed inspection. We're ready to go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Okay. So, it looks like you guys have some non-standard parts. Which are they?
We do.
Well, you have some non-Lego parts. Which parts are they?
The ABS, we have a conveyor belt on the back here. It's made out of the regulation non-slip. We have a decoration, and I think that's it.
Okay. Where is your flag holder?
We don't have one.
No, we'll need to fix that. You guys have something?
Yep. Should we go grab it, or should we
Yes.
bring...
Grab your flag holder parts.
Okay.
Bring it.
I will be right back.
Flag holder, I'll just go ahead and mount that here.
Will that work?
Sure, let me make that work.
Great.
Fast. Thanks.
Hey, are you guys ready for judging?
Volunteer pit runners escort the teams from the noisy pit area to a quiet room for a judging interview.
you have your notebook?
Yes, we do.
Great. You want to start off by introducing yourselves?
Okay, I'm Zach.
I'm Jillian.
I'm Andrew.
And what team are you from? School?
Oh, we are Team 417. We are a homeschool team.
Oh, nice. You want to start off by telling us a little bit about your robot?
Us to maneuver very well. And
what does holonomic mean?
So it's omnidirectional, so you can move freely in any direction. You don't have to turn back up and then go for it. You can move sideways, forward, backwards, or diagonally just as easily as forward and back, which is usually the easiest way to move with normal wheels. And the way they do this is by having 4 wheels that are all powered at 45 degrees to each other, and then they have these rollers on them that allow them to slip sideways.
So that aids with maneuverability. Another interesting point is the shooting system on this robot. So the way it works is we have a conveyor belt in the front, which then lifts up to 2 wheels. And then what it does is we have these, we designed these in CAD and had those made. And it rolls the balls up along the rails, very similar to a ball pitching machine. The reason is then we have a very, very long period of contact with the ball, and so you can impart more energy.
Do you know what your accuracy is at all?
Pretty good.
Our accuracy is plus minus about maybe 6 or 7 inches at equivalent battery powers, and that's at 10 feet.
Okay guys, I think that's about it. Our time's up. Thank you very much. It was very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I learned a lot.
Have a good day, and
good luck.
Same to you.
So what did you think of them?
I think they did a really good job in their design.
Yeah, the holonomic drive is definitely really neat. So, I don't know, do you know if they did any 3D design? Any of the PTC stuff? We'll look later in the notebook. Their community outreach seems pretty good, but they're a pretty small team too. So, they seem to be doing pretty well for the number of people they had on their team. And since they're homeschooled, it's harder to, you don't have a community as much to draw from like a school does. So,
They don't
Marco.
Are you guys ready for your next team?
Yeah, we are. Send them in.
Right in here.
The pit runners and the judges work together to manage their time and to ensure a smooth flow of teams through the judging process.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good morning, and welcome to your 2009 Washington State FTC Championship. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce your Master of Ceremonies, Michelle Graff.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to this year's FTC Challenge. FTC was started in 2004. Now we have over 1,000 teams here. So, you guys are a big part of what is happening out there in the world of engineering. We're starting right here with FTC. Every year, the First Tech Challenge creates a new game. Let's see what our game is this year up in the animation on our screen.
Each team has 1 robot and 3 human players, 2 drivers or operators, and a coach, who can be either a student or an adult mentor. The scoring element is a 9-inch circumference plastic ball that weighs just under 1 ounce. In addition to the white balls, there are 4 yellow bonus balls. The game is played on a 12-foot square field, covered with interlocking foam tiles. On opposite sides of the field are the blue and red Alliance stations. And on field, there are 4 taped off starting areas for the robots. The robots can start in any orientation as long as they are within the taped area. At each corner of the field are ball chutes, 2 red and 2 blue. Each ball chute is preloaded with 15 white balls. Underneath the ball chute is a trigger mechanism to release the balls and a ramp to make their deployment quite interesting. Good luck, teams, and remember your gracious professionalism.
Right now, coming up to talk to you, we have a guest speaker, a very special man. Special is an understatement. Kevin Ross, please come on up.
Thank you very much. I'm so honored that all of you would participate in our event this year. I wanted to take a few minutes to reflect on what it is that we're doing. We're all here and we're taking part in what I think is really one of the biggest ideas in the last century, and that is gracious professionalism. And our message to you is that by working together, you can accomplish really great things. And all you need to do is look through the list of really cool tech companies that everybody wants to work for. They were almost all started by teenagers, not any older than yourselves. Teenagers with a passion for what they were doing, and a little bit of drive, and a little bit of ambition. And look where some of these companies have gone. So we're going to have a great contest today. I'm very excited to see all of you, and we'll see you in the championship rounds. Thank you very much.
You were going to come here today and get such deep words of wisdom. But there's not all. We have some awards for you today and some people that will be walking around interviewing you, watching your robots, watching how you work with your teams. We'd like to thank them from the bottom of our hearts for coming out and volunteering with us. Please welcome the judges. And another group with a very, very difficult job, as you can well imagine. We also have for you our volunteer referees. And do keep in mind that this is a very difficult job. All of their rulings are final and there are no replays. Now, if I could have all of you, before we start this exciting game, if we could all please rise for our national anthem. The FTC Championship Tournament. Let's review the startup procedures one more time. Please place your robot on the field. Have your autonomous program chosen and running. Do not forget to tune your robot on. That's very helpful. And when the announcer asks you if you are ready, the coaches should signal with a thumbs up. All right? Let's get those first robots on the field. They're already on the field. Let's get the teams up to the field for the next match.
Cyber Knight!
And their partners in the Red Alliance Team 3805.
From Bothell, it's the Rogue Rogue.
Heading on over to our Blue Alliance Team 3860.
That's the Revolution from Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, what time is it? Team 488.
That's Team Xbox from Seattle.
Teams, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
And 3860's off, our first match of the day. There's 3717 releasing the near ball chute. taking a shot on that high goal, scoring 1 for red in the low goal. That will be worth 1 point. And our autonomous period is over. We'll wait for our referees to score us up in autonomous. And we're good to go in 3, 2, 1, go! And robots are off under control of the human drivers. 37-17, taking some shots on goal, bouncing off the back of the blue high goal. And there's 38-05, releasing one of the red ball shoots. And 32-31, releasing the far blue shoot. And there's 38-05 over on their side. They'll need the help of an alliance partner to get back on their wheel. Team X-Bot gathering those wiffle balls off the field. Getting loaded up to take some shots. Almost one there in the low goal for blue. And 1 minute remaining. Robots right now just getting loaded up, preparing for the end game here. 38-05, the Robros still disabled on the field. But both 32-31 and 37-17, fully loaded robots. 30 seconds remain. And robots are now eligible to score in those off-field goals. There's 37-17, the Cyber Knights. Putting away 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the Red Alliance. 32-31, being blocked by their alliance partner, 38-60. Out of the way, looks like they're lined up, but so is 37-17. Couldn't quite get it done there at the end. We'll be back in just a moment with a word from our referees about the final score.
Immediately following each match, the referees determine the scores for the teams. Once the scores have been determined, volunteer field resetters go out on the field, retrieve all of the scoring elements, and then allow the teams to pick up their robots. We usually allocate about 1 minute for the referees to do their scoring and for the field reset people to get the field back into shape.
We're going to have the teams queued up inside, bring their robots onto the field. So go ahead, teams, bring your robots onto the field.
Okay, now we've got the last 2 awards left, and we've got 2 teams down, 2 on each. So I want the team that covered 360 to give a little speech on why they should win the Inspire Award.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Well, one thing I noticed that they really jumped in enthusiastically to like share spare parts with other teams that needed parts to repair their robots during the competition. I was also very impressed with their business plan and the way they worked. Had each team member do a letter writing campaign to local businesses to raise sponsorships for their teams.
One of the things I really liked about them was that they're not just looking out for themselves, they're actually going into the elementary schools that feed into their program and giving presentations to all the kids that are future team members and just inspiring younger kids to want to do this in the future.
Okay, and team 417.
We had 417. I think 417 is really good because even though 360 is tied with an FRC team too, so they have a lot of kids to draw on, and they're a really old team, they've been around a long time. But 417 is a homeschool team, it's really small, there's only 3 kids, so the fact that they maybe don't do as much community service, but that they really try to do what they can with what they have, I think that really means something. And they have a lot of spirit, and they had a really good robot design.
Okay, at this point you guys feel comfortable to take a vote on which team you think should go?
Yeah, we can put them in order.
Yeah, no?
How many kids do they have on their team versus the 360 team?
I think they have like 3 or 4 kids on their team, and 360 is a huge team.
Oh my goodness,
so.
okay, that does make a difference. Thanks for clarifying that.
Okay, so which put as number 3?
I would put 3717 as number 3.
Seems they're more suited for the motivation category rather than inspired.
That's
okay. And number 2? The rankings, Street's already picked out.
Well,
so we're number
360 maybe would fit Connect better. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
So we
yeah.
like 360 over here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all happy with that?
They have more people to get out
So if
there.
we put 360 here,
right.
then that makes them 2 here.
Right.
And 417 is number 1.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We all happy with that?
Yep. I think so.
And so in this rank, we don't really.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
You don't really care about
yeah.
that either. But
Good job.
good, very good.
We're done. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, we have had quite an intense day of qualifying matches. Soon, we will be moving on to our elimination round. So during our elimination round, we will have 4 alliances competing for the title here. Now, the way this works is we have all of our captains, all of our team captains up here today, we're going to bring down the first 4 top-ranked teams. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So we'll bring down our 4th place alliance team, 4050.
Let's get
Now our 3rd place alliance team, 3231. Come on down.
From Seattle, Team Synergy.
And our 2nd place alliance team, 3018.
That's Team Chill Out.
Last but not least, our 1st place alliance ranked team, 417.
That's EXO.
Now we are going to start with the 1st place alliance team, and now hopefully they've been scouting all day long to see which team will provide them the best partnership, the best alliance, the strongest alliance. Have you put some thought into it? Good. Are you ready to select your team? Okay, there are 2 scenarios here. If the team number 1 alliance selects one of these here, they can move up. If they choose to accept, we will bring in the 5th place ranked team. If they decline, they will go back to their position and have a chance to select their own alliance partner. Shall we do this? Yeah. All right, 1st place alliance, 417. Who would you like to invite down?
I'd like to invite Team 321, XBot.
Yoo-hoo! Team XBot. This is our 3rd place alliance.
Team 3231 graciously accepts.
Excellent, right? You know what that means. We're going to have the Team 4 alliance slide right up here, and we are going to invite up Team 4920 to take in this place.
4920 is the Titan.
Captain's Alliance number 2. Who would you like to invite up to be your alliance partner?
Team 38. Team 3018 would like to invite Team 3717.
3717.
That's the Cyber Knights.
Team 3717 graciously accepts.
Oh man, another gracious exception. This is amazing. Alliance number 3, Captain. Who would you like to invite down?
Team 4050 would like to invite Team 1039 to join our alliance.
Team 1039 is the Blue Eagles.
Team 1039 graciously accepts.
Amazing! Okay, Captain Alliance number 4. Wiping the sweat off your brow. Who would you like to invite down?
Team 4920 would like to invite Team 360.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have our Elimination Round teams. We will be starting the Elimination Round matches shortly. Meanwhile, I think you should go back, maybe strategize, make those last minute adjustments on your robots, and we'll continue soon. Before we do this final match, we're going to come around the front here, shake hands, go back around, and take your places for the final match to determine who our champion is. Okay? Red Alliance, Blue Alliance, let's see it! Teams, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
And robots are on and exothermic, both releasing balls on their side of the field. 37-17, the Cyber Knights loading up. Exothermic 417. Looks like 37-17 is reaching capacity. But 32-31, Syzygy trying to gather some balls for the Blue Alliance. 37-17, overflowing. Shots are low and wide. 32-31. Looks like they've got a hopper full of balls as well. That sound means there are 30 seconds remaining in the match. Now, put them away for red. Each one of those is worth 10 points. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now we have the final score for the final match. Emerson.
Ladies and gentlemen, in our last match of this competition, the Red Alliance scored 11, the Blue Alliance scored 20.
We have our new FTC Hot Shot Champion. Well done, guys.
And can we get a big round of applause for our runners-up, Team 3018 and Team 3717.
Guys, thank you everybody for being here. Really, once again, do not forget to thank your mentors, the parents, your coaches. We could not have done it without you. Before we conclude with our awards ceremony, we're going to invite up a very special guest, one of our FTC affiliate partners, Mr. Eric Stokely.
Long season. And I want you to know that from the beginning to the end of the season, it was run by a group of volunteers. Nobody's getting paid to do this from the ground up. Everybody's working behind the scenes, everybody you saw in the field, the judges, the mentors, the teachers, everybody involved in this has been a volunteer. And so I want to give a big round of applause to all the volunteers involved in this. And I want to thank all of you for supporting the teams, coming out and seeing what's going on. Now that some of you that were new to it understand a little better, hey, it's time to go out, start a team, support a team, mentor a team. You know, pizza goes a long way for helping a team out. But again, thanks for being here. It's been a long day, it's been a long season, so let's go back to Michelle and let's get to those awards. Thank you, all of you.
Let's get our judges back down on the field here. Working hard for you guys. Okay, judges, looking good. We are going to give out to the final alliance. You know who you are. Team 3717, come on down.
That's the Cyber Knight. Team Chill Out!
Don't forget, the captain of that winning lines will be going to the World Championships, so that's very exciting for them. Sorry, the winning alliance, this next coming award, will be going to the World Championships. Team 417, come on down. Team 3231, come on down. The recipient of our final award for the evening, the Inspire Award, will also be going to the World Championships. Emerson, tell us about the Inspire Award.
The Inspire Award is the most prestigious award of the First Tech Challenge. It is given to the team that soars highest to meet the goals of the program. The team that receives this award is chosen by the judges as a role model for all First Tech Challenge teams. The winning team is a balanced effort involving teamwork, design, effective communication, community outreach, and of course the highest ideal of FIRST, gracious professionalism. The team that receives this award is a top contender for many of the other judging categories. The finalists for the Inspire Award are Team 3717, the Cyber Knights from Kings High School in Seattle. And Team 360, the Revolution from High School in Tacoma. Here is what the judges had to say about the Inspire team. This team's efforts, both on and off the field, have helped spark interest in science and technology across our state. Their efforts have caught the attention of many and have sparked a passion that made the judges feel all warm and fuzzy. Their passion, gracious professionalism, and enthusiasm are both spontaneous and combustible. The FTC Inspire Award is presented to Team 417, Exo Perfect Robotics.
Our FTC Hot Shot competition. You should all be very proud of yourselves. We look forward to seeing you next year. Don't kiss your robots goodnight too soon. Take them out outside the season and come back again next year.